Here I am out at Thistle field. It's about 4:30 in the morning. If you look in the background, you'll see the moon just peeking over the hill. We have just taken off from Thistle field. Where I am, I can fly up to 3,500 feet before I get into C-class airspace. Down there you'll see the reflection of one of the balloons. I'm approaching the Canberra control zone, so I cannot go any further. Turning left, Black Mountain Tower. Down there you'll see the Uriarra Drive. Ahead is Belconnen, West Belconnen, looking down the Molonglo to the Murrumbidgee, back over to Edmund Prospect, Scrivener Dam, Governor General's residence. Those white buildings you might be able to see ahead of me are Road Town Centre. And now continuing around, quite a few rowers on the lake. The balloonists over the top of Civic, you can see Canberra Airport, and now we will head south. Black Mountain area, powered paraglider 3992, 1 mile southwest of Black Mountain at 3,100 feet. Black Mountain. Canberra approach, powered paraglider 3992. Could I have a radio check, please? Thank you. Pause the video if you want to study a map showing my track going clockwise and the airspace that I need to avoid, which is the Canberra control traffic region and the overlying C-class layers. So straight ahead you'll see the Governor General's residence, and if I look down you'll see Scrivener Dam, and there's a rowing 8 down there. Looking south towards Woden, over towards Yarralumla, east towards Parliament House. There are 2 balloons in the air, one above me, one below. Black Mountain Tower. Then into the Belconnen Valley. And then back west towards the Arboretum. Looking very good, very nice down there. And then over towards Edmund Prospect, and then back to Scrivener Dam. The flight is going quite well. There's a couple of balloons in the air I need to be aware of. Straight ahead is Mount Stromlo Observatory. I gather one of those areas is a student residence. Some very nice looking buildings down there, workshops. I'll fly a bit over towards the west. That will give me more options for landing if I need them. You may be able to see little bits of fog running down in the valley wind, running down the Murrumbidgee on there. Straight ahead you will be able to see the Cotter Dam straight above my mirror, turning
south, looking over into the Brindabella Valley, up the Murrumbidgee, there's bits of fog up there, back into the Tuggeranong Valley and the Woden Valley, back towards Parliament House. You'll see the balloons have gone quite a bit. They must have got into the westerly flow. Lake Burley, Griffin, Black Mountain Tower. In the foreground you'll see Mount Stromlo. Over towards Belconnen, West Belconnen. And now looking down the Murrumbidgee, and back to, and there's my little wake turbulence, back towards the Cotter. So we're off to Uriarra. So there in front of me you can see Cotter Dam with water coming over the spillway. I'm not going to go any closer to the Cotter because I don't have safe landings. I will head over towards Uriarra. There aren't wonderful landings there, but I'm currently at 3,300 feet, which makes me about 1,500 feet above ground level. So at that height I've got a glide of about 2 kilometres. Cotter Dam ahead, up to the Brindabellas. Looking over the spillway, up the Murrumbidgee. We could see through the sun, we'd see Canberra, Stromlo, Black Mountain Tower, back to Belconnen Town Centre, West Belconnen, and now looking down the Murrumbidgee. I'm currently 1,200 feet above ground level, so my noise should be fairly minimal. I'm not going to go too much further this way because I will get into pine forest, and that is not going to be good for me to land on if I have an engine out. Looking south to Brindabella Valley, the Cotter Dam, over towards Uriarra village down the bottom. Quite a big reserve of water. And then down towards, looking north down the Murrumbidgee. Had a great flight so far. Seen a couple of balloons, went around Stromlo, went over to Cotter, around Uriarra village. We are now heading north down the Murrumbidgee, or on the west side of the Murrumbidgee. Straight ahead of me you will see the Pig Hill launch, hang gliding and paragliding launch. Turning to the west, looking into the Brindabellas. There's a power line that makes a fairly tortuous jump across the range there. Up towards Uriarra village and the Cotter. Looking up the Murrumbidgee. Back towards Lake Burley Griffin, you can see the sun shining on that. Looks like the balloons have landed for their champagne breakfast. Belconnen. And I think I can even see Lake George, or the Lake George Valley. That's very surprising. And now looking down towards, or north, up the Murrumbidgee, towards Yass, Burrinjuck Dam. And then back to the Peak Hill launch. Just hitting a bit of turbulence. Some layers of air mixing. My airspeed is increasing, so that suggests mixing layers. I'm actually now into a southerly airflow because my ground speed has dropped down to 22 knots. So I'll climb up above that. That will mean that I will go through a turbulent layer, but it will give me better ground speed. Okay, my ground speed is increasing, 25, 26, 27. It's not a big increase in airspeed, but it is worthwhile planning these things out and experimenting, because it makes you a much better pilot, being aware of air layers at different altitude that have different characteristics, different turbulence, different velocity, different direction. It just means that you're a much better pilot, aware of what's going on, and then you can use that to your advantage if you're trying to cover distance. So my ground speed is now up to 28 knots. You should be able to see that balloon now fairly clearly. It'll be giving their passengers a good look at Belconnen Town Centre. Looking at Belconnen Town Centre with the balloon there. Turning north. West Belconnen, down towards Ginninderry, the Molonglo, Murrumbidgee, Molonglo Junction, over towards the Cotter, over towards Dedman Prospect, and south, looking up the Murrumbidgee, Woden, Tuggeranong. The new suburb you can see is Whitlam. You might be able to see it straight ahead there, just in front of Lake Ginninderra. Looking down towards Lake Ginninderra, and that balloon, Belconnen Town Centre, around south, west, Hawker, down towards the Murrumbidgee. Over towards Whitlam and Dedman Prospect, Mount Stromlo, Woden, and then back to Lake Burley Griffin. Right, we're approaching the Canberra control region, the CTR. Probably 300 or 200 metres from it now, so I can't go any further. But I'll just do a circle here. Ahead you'll be able to see Black Mountain Tower. Turning north, you'll see central Canberra, the racecourse, then back to Belconnen Town Centre, and that balloon looks like it's going to land somewhere there. West Belconnen, back to Whitlam, the Arboretum, Denman Prospect in the distance, and then back to Lake Burley Griffin. So, fantastic flight. Everything went very well. I should just finish Lake Burley Griffin and then Black Mountain Tower. A view down there to the Arboretum. Beautiful building down there with the curved roof. Yeah, it looks like that balloon is landing in the park near Lake Ginninderra. So now my focus is on landing safely myself. I'll just do one more circuit. It's always good to do a couple of circuits. Observe the wind over a little while, just in case it changes. So we will do a right-hand circuit through the gap in the fence. Plenty of height to get across there. Then past the dam onto a little runway and then kill the wing safely. Taxi towards one car. Okay, kill the wing. Woohoo! That was a fantastic flight. Just put my hand up to block the sun out with an equal number of takeoffs and landings. If you like these sort of videos, please subscribe, click the notification button, leave a comment, share. Okay, see you all later. Fly safe, everyone. Have fun.